Hello everyone! Today we're going to find out if it's possible to beat Pokemon Sword with a team of only one, Gibble. Previously, we did a Swoobat only run in Pokemon Shield. This was a pretty hard challenge, but I did have a lot of fun playing it, and if you haven't seen it, I recommend doing that right after this video. Alright, let's get started! Gibble is a pretty decent Pokemon, with high attack and okay stats overall. This is why I think we will be fine at the start, but face a lot of problems later in the run. Gible learns quite a few strong moves by level up, like Bulldoze, Dig and Dragon Rush. This combined with the same type attack bonus will definitely give us some firepower. The moves that he can learn by TM and TRs are pretty good. Some of them are even better than good, like the move Earthquake, so we will definitely be looking for that one. But having said all of this, let's get over the rules. I can only use Gible in battle, except for the forced double battles, but we will use another Magikarp for that. I can't use any glitches or exploits, and I can't use any items in battle, with exception of health items, Pokeballs, and items outside of battle. With all of that out of the way, let's begin the challenge. We begin by naming ourselves Cynthia, because of Cynthia. Gible. Well, you got the point. We can't pick Gible as our starter, so we have to settle with one of the original three. We pick Grookey and we fight ourselves past the battle with Hop, opening up the online part of the game. We then trade an egg, which we hatch as a Gible. We name him Gibble and we check his summary. He has a hardy nature, which is a neutral nature, and he has the ability Sandfill. This boosts our evasiveness in sandstorms, so I think this will become useful later in the run. We level him up to a decent level and then head straight to Motorstoke for a new look and to register ourselves into the gym challenge. We now pick the number 2, because this is the second time we're doing a challenge. We then encounter Team Yell, and it suddenly gets pretty chilly. I don't know for sure, but I think that's because they're a group of fans. Sorry. We beat them easily because of the move Sand Tomb, and we then meet our other rival, Marnie. We proceed to the gym announcement, and we have another fight against Hope right after. First up is his Wooloo. We try to take him down with a combination of Sand Tombs and Swifts, but when we finally take him down, we're left with just only 11 HP. He then sends out his Gible, and he takes me down with just 2 pounds. We need to be able to take down his Wooloo faster if we want to win this battle. We've grinded up a few levels and we're level 12 now. This is the level where Gible learns Dragon Breath. With this move, we took down his Wooloo way faster, and we start with a lot more HP against his Gible. After just a few uses of our new move, we take him down as well. His last Pokemon is Rookidee. He starts off with Peck, but he just doesn't do enough damage, and we finish him off with a few Dragon Breaths. Next up is the battle against Bee. He starts off with his Solosis, and he does big damage with Confusion, and we take him down with the second critical Dragon Breath. His second Pokemon is Hatenna. We start off with the Sand Tomb, but we just don't do enough damage. We take damage by a strong Disarming Voice in return, and we then go down by another Confusion. We keep on trying, but we just get wrecked every time by Solosis' Endeavor. We grind up and we've learned to move Bulldoze. This is a 60 power ground move, which lowers the speed of everything it hits. With this new move, we try again on level 19. We take down his Solosis, but not before getting hit by his Endeavor. When we face Hatenna, we're left with 20 HP. We hit her with 2 strong Bulldozers, and we get hit by a Disarming Voice, leaving us on only 8 HP. Next up is his Gothita. We are way too low now, so I decide to try our luck for a Paralyze with Dragon Breath. It works, and we finish her off with another Bulldoze. Next up is our first gym battle against Milo. We're level 22 now, and we start off against his Gossifleur. We easily take him down with just a few Dragon Breaths. We then face his ace, Eldegoss. We both Dynamax, and we start off with a Max Quake to boost our special defense. He hits us with a Max Overgrowth in return, leaving the field with a grassy terrain. We do another Max Quake for the +2 in special defense. We then hit him with a critical Max Whirlwind, and our Dynamax turns are then over. We are both around half HP now, and the next few turns we try to take him down with Dragon Breath, while he uses Round and Magical Leaf. We get hit with another round, leaving us on only 10 HP. We then get really lucky and we paralyze him in return, which makes us faster, and we finish him off with one last Dragon Breath. Our first gym badge in the pocket, 7 more to go. We then have another quick encounter with Team Yell, and we continue into another battle against Hop. We take down his Wooloo easily, and the same goes for Corvusquire. His last Pokemon is Drizzle, but he thinks that he can take me down with Binds and Growls, so we win without lifting a sweat. Next up is the second gym in Hulbury against Nessa. We start off against her Goldeen, and we take it down with just a few Bulldozers. We then Dynamax and take down her Arrokuda with a Max Quake. I'm quite positive that we can win the fight, you know. Just a few more attacks and then... oh. Or I just get demolished by a flippin' watery Hyper Beam. What the hell, man? We then do some raids to gain some levels, and this will be the method of grinding for the rest of the run. We come back on level 27 and we take down our first 2 Pokemon with Max Quake for the +2 in special defense. Up next is the Water Blasting Dreadnought. He starts off with a Max Darkness for a chunk of damage, lowering my special defense. We hit him with a Max Quake in return, getting my special defense up again. He then hits me with another Max Darkness, activating my Citrus Berry, and we hit him with a critical Bulldoze, lowering his speed. We're faster now, and we'll finish him off with one last Bulldoze, claiming our second gym badge. Next up is another battle against Beat. We start off against his Solosis, and we almost one-shot it with Bulldoze. He does Psyshock in return for a good chunk of health. He then uses a Super Potion, and we take him down with a critical Bite. His second Pokemon is Gothita, and we almost one-shot her with Bite. She does a bit of damage with Psyshock, and we finish her off with another Bite. He then sends out his Ponyta. He does a bit of damage with Confusion, and we take him down to yellow with Bite. He then finishes me off with a super effective Fairy Wind. We have to get just a bit stronger so we can just one-shot everyone and win the fight. We come back on level 29 and we're still full HP when we reach his Ponyta. We get hit once for a bit of damage and we take him down with just 2 Bulldozers. Up next is his Hatina and we almost one-shot it with Bite. She does a bit of damage in return and we take her down with one last Bite. We then grab ourselves the bag of Soft Sand and we beat Team Yell easily. We meet up with Gible and we tell him to just go do his job. We meet up with Marnie and she wants to have a battle. This wasn't really a challenge because we easily swept her whole team with Bulldoze. Alright, it's gym time again. We're up against Gible. He starts off with Ninetales and we immediately get burned, so my attack is halved. We Dynamax and we take him down with just 2 Max Quakes. His second Pokemon is Arcanine and we do a bit of damage with Max Wormwind. We eventually take him down with Bulldoze, but our HP is just too low and we easily get taken down by a Centiskorch. We kept trying every level, but we just couldn't win. We even got 2 new moves, Dig and Earth Power. But finally on level 45 we got this attempt. We're still not faster than his Ninetales and we still get burned. But because Earth Power is special, we use its Dynamax form to one-shot his first 2 Pokemon, leaving only his Centiskorch to beat. We start off with another special Max Quake and we do a big chunk of damage. He returns with a Max Flutterby to drop my special attack. We then use Dig to dodge one of his Dynamax turns and we do a bit of damage when we resurface. He then drops our HP to 26 with another Max Flutterby. We then try to finish him off with Earth Power, but he survives with a Sliver. He then throws the battle by using Smokescreen and we finish him off with one last Earth Power. Man, this gym was hard, but we still managed to beat him, getting us our 3rd gym badge. After a quick run through the wild area, we arrive in Hammerlock. We skip the story-based dialogue as fast as we can, and we continue on to Route 6. We encounter Team Yell here, and we again beat them easily. We then arrive in Stone'side, where we have another rival fight against Hop. Hop just doesn't know what to do with his team, and with just a few earth powers, we take him down. Next up is the battle in the fighting gym against Bia. We take down her Hitmontop with 2 digs while taking half HP of damage. Next up is her Pangoro, which we 2-shot with max Wormwind. We then 1-shot her third Pokemon, Surfetch'd, with max Quake. She then sends out her ace, Machamp. We dodge 1 attack with Dig, but we go down by another the next turn. We have to level up quite a bit if we want to win this fight. We grind up and try every level until level 57. We're now strong enough to take down our first 3 Pokemon without a problem and arrive at our Machamp with full health. We have 1 turn of Dynamax left and we hit him with a massive max Whirlwind. We then finish him off with a strong dig, giving us our 4th gym badge. Next up is another battle against Bede. This was hardly a challenge and we one-shot all of his Pokemon with Dig. We then head straight to Bologna for a fight against Opal. We used the TR for Flamethrower to give us just a bit more firepower. Alright, let's just get on to the Opal fight. First up is her Weezing, and we 2-shot her with our new move. Next up is her Mawile, but we 1-shot her with Earth Power. Her third Pokemon, Togekiss, is really strong. We Dynamax and it takes all our 3 turns to finally take her down with max Flare. We're then up against her Alcremie. We use Dig to dodge her first attack, and we then do a bit of damage when we resurface. We then get hit by a big G-Max Finale, and we then use Dig another time to dodge her final attack. We then get an attack boost of her Question and we take her down for a 5th gym badge. We accompany Opal back to Hammerlock and we decide to level up to level 60 so we would have Dragon Rush for our next fight against Hop. We defeat him easily now with a combination of our new move and our ground moves. We then arrive in Chichester. We don't waste any time here and we immediately challenge the gym. Gordy starts off with his Barbaracle and we one-shot it with a powerful Dig. Next up is a Stonejourner and we one-shot him as well. His third Pokemon is Shuckle. We use Dig once for the half of which HP. He then hits me with a weak Struggle Bug, dropping our special attack. We then finish him off with another Dig. He then sends out his ace, Colossal. His typings are Rock and Fire, so we Dynamax and take him down with a single 4 times effective max Quake. It feels good to finally have an easy gym fight. 6 down and 2 more to go. We then have another fight against Hop. We take down his Dubwool with a critical Dragon Rush, but not before taking a big chunk of damage. We actually do manage to take down his Snorlax as well, but we go down by the hill. We will definitely have to get a lot stronger if we want to take down all 5 of his Pokemon. We train up and we try to battle a lot. Even on level 70, we lose once, but on our second attempt, we finally manage to do it. We take down his Dubwool without a problem. His Snorlax is next. He goes down by a combination of Dragon Rush and Hill, but not before hitting us with a strong Body Slam. We then face his Inteleon, and he uses Tearful Look to drop down my attack. We use Dragon Rush in return, and he survives with his Sliver, but the Hill takes him out. We then take down his Corviknight with just 2 Flamethrowers, while he spammed Scary Face. We then one-shot his last Pokemon, Pincurchin, and we win the fight. We then have another battle against Marnie, but we beat her easily. Next up on the menu is her brother, Pierce. But before we go to him, we grind up just a bit to be a little bit stronger. We then grab ourselves the item Leftovers. We also relearn the move Sandstorm so we can use our ability. His first Pokemon is Scrafty. We deal big damage with Earth Power, and he does a little bit with payback. We then finish him off with another Earth Power. His next Pokemon is Malamar. We also 2-shot him with another 2 Earth Power. He then sends out his infamous Obstagoon. We start off with Sandstorm to try and predict his Obstruct. He goes for Throat Chop and he misses because of our ability. After a few hits back and forth, we do predict his Obstruct and he goes down by our Sandstorm. His last Pokemon is Skuntank. We use Dig and we still get poisoned by his Toxic. Luckily, we take him down on the next turn, giving us our 7th gym badge. We then head straight to Hammerlock for a final gym challenge against Raihan. We got a Magikarp for the double battles, so we would influence the battle as least as possible. The battle begins and a Sandstorm kicks in. We dodge Flygon's breaking swipe so our attack doesn't get lowered. We then take him down with a super effective Dragon Rush. Gigalith then also misses his attack. Sandaconda comes out and we use Dig to take down his Gigalith. We then get paralyzed by his Sandaconda, which halves my speed for the rest of the battle. He then sends out his Duraludon and we both use our Dynamax power. He hits us with a G-Max depletion for a bit of damage. We use Max Quake in return and we take him down. We then use another Max Quake to take down his Sandaconda. We now claim our 8th and final gym badge and we continue right onto the Pokemon League. We head straight to Winden and we immediately go into the arena for our battle against Marnie. There isn't much to say about this battle, other that we won or 2-shotted her whole team. We then have our final fight against Hob. The battle goes the same way it did with Marnie and we easily one-shot all of his Pokemon. The battle with Oleana in the Rose Tower is next. Gibble is just really strong at the moment and we beat her with only 1-shots as well. We then head back to the stadium for a fight against Bede. His first 3 Pokemon aren't a problem and we beat them easily. His last Pokemon though, Hatterene, destroys us with G-Max Smite. We try a few times, but we just have to get stronger if we want to win. We grind up a few levels and we come back on level 83. We survive just long enough to take her down with a powerful Dig. Next up is the battle against Nessa. We again just simply do too much damage and we easily take down every single one of her Pokemon. The same goes for the fight against Bia. It's strange that we had so much trouble before and now just simply power through her whole team. Our next opponent is Raihan. The fact that this is a single battle really hurts his team and we easily outdamage every single one of his Pokemon. Alright, now it's time for a final battle against Leon. I'm joking, let's take down Chairman Rose and his giant space worm. The battle against Chairman Rose was really easy. We just used Flamethrower to take down most of his team and then used a huge Max Quake to finish his last Pokemon, Copperajah. We then go upstairs for a battle against his pet. With the help of 2 big legendary doggies, we take him down and we save the Galar region. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for, the champion fight against Leon. First up is his Aegislash. We managed to take him down with Earth Power while having lost only a bit of HP. He then sends out his Hexorus and we get demolished by a powerful Outrage. I've tried this battle a lot and finally on attempt 18 we get this run. We're level 100 now and we relearned Sandstorm. We use this move to predict Aegislash's King Shield. We then finish him off with a powerful Dig. We then Dynamax to tank the strong Outrage from Hexorus and we then take him down with Max Quake. His next Pokemon is Dragapult and we one-shot it with Max Quake. His 4th Pokemon is Seismitoad and we one-shot him as well. He then sends out his Cinderace. He begins with some damage with Acrobatics while we finish him off with a powerful Dig. He's down to his last Pokemon, Charizard. He makes a big mistake and uses max overgrowth, leaving the field with a grassy terrain. We answer with Sandstorm and then use Dig. We dodge his last Dynamax attack while healing up a lot by the terrain and the leftovers. We then use one less powerful Dragon Rush and we claim ourselves a spot in the Hall of Fame. This challenge was a really weird one. At some points it was just way too hard with a lot of grinding, and at other points it was just way too easy. I really liked it though, and I hope you did too. Please let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. If you would like to see another type of challenge, please let me know in the comments. I'm always open for suggestions. I want to thank you for watching and keep yourself hydrated.